A ton of changes could be coming to Notre Dame Stadium in the next 5 years, but the one thing that won't be affected, the view of Touchdown Jesus.
Sally Finch and Tammy Cheatham started lining up yesterday morning for Nebraska volleyball tickets. It was a good thing they got in line so early.
How quickly can a season change? In 16 seconds or 110 meters, whichever comes first.
Then in the third, David Lowe, AB, see you later, his 5th homer of the year.
However, Coach Muffet McGraw was quick to point out afterwards that this year's senior class would be remembered for what they did off the hardwood. As Simon blossoms at Notre Dame, she first became a star here at Penn High School, just 10 miles down the road, where she was an all-state shortstop. For the 3rd consecutive spring, Notre Dame is doing its part too.
Fight cancer, baby.
Several football players shaved their heads as part of the university's Bald and Beautiful event for the St. Baldrick's Foundation, which raises money for childhood cancer research.
You know, just to give back to the kids and be a part of something that's a lot bigger than we are, and just to show our support, it touches all of us in here.
After being spearheaded last year by special teams ace Mike Anello and raising over $40,000, Mike Golick Jr. and Dane Christ
Are you ready? I'm always ready.
took charge this year.
I mean, this is awesome. I mean, it's just so great to see, you know, the team come together, you know, in cooperation with just the rest of the student body, and just knowing how much work and time went into this, just seeing that it's such a great event is really just a positive for us, and you know, really gratifying.
But not everybody
Wish my head looked like Dane Chris.
was as happy with their new hairdos as the quarterbacks were.
I have a pretty large mole around the top right in the back of my head. And my best friends in the world over there, Dane, Braxton, some of those guys, affectionately dubbed it the strawberry. And so it's quite a hazard for barbers everywhere who tend to tackle my hair. So I've alerted him to the presence of the strawberry, and he's going accordingly.
Not to mention the impressions given to others, including Coach Brian Kelly.
That's scary. With the mustache, I don't know. I've seen that on a post office wall.
And what fun would it be without giving the freshmen a hard time?
This is what he will look like in 20 years when he is a doctor operating on people.
And also a fryer.
With all the fun, though, the players still remembered what was most important.
It's definitely really important. You know, cancer touches everyone. If you haven't been touched by it yet, you will be. And definitely it's terrible when it happens to kids, most of all. So, you know, anything that can then help raise their spirits, you know, we're definitely interested in doing that.
Chris Palmquist, News Center 16. At the 2nd annual Miracle Game, 2 rivals came together to raise money. So every child has a place to play baseball.
Challenger is a special baseball league for special needs kids, whether they have handicaps or mental disabilities. It gives them an opportunity to go out and play baseball, just like the big boys.
The St. Joseph players, opponents on the scoreboard, each contributed to the cause as well.
It's great because they don't have an opportunity to play with us, and for them to come out and we're supporting them for this game and winning for them, playing for them, it's always a great deal.
Adams coach Sean Stiers has a special relationship with the program, thanks to his daughter Bailey.
Say number one!
My daughter is a Challenger Little Leaguer, and she's grown up watching her big brother play sports and baseball and do all that kind of stuff all of her life.
St. Joseph coach John Gump, whose young daughter Tatum has battled leukemia, has seen the benefits from the South Bend community firsthand and was proud to be part of the game.
Anytime we can give back and help build a place to where kids that are, you know, disabled can go and have a great time. There's nothing better than that.
While the players were happy to play at a college stadium, the undisputed star of the night was Bailey.
Let it rip, Bailey. She was scheduled to throw out the first pitch last year when we did it, but she was in the hospital. It was a last-minute kind of deal, so she had to miss the game. So it was great that we got to come back here again tonight, and she finally got to throw it out. She's been looking forward to it for a long time.
The United Football League saga continues. The latest option? Cutting the league from 5 teams to 4. Hartford Colonials head coach Jerry Glanville told the Associated Press today he expects to know within a week if the team will play in the 2011 season or fold. The Colonials hired Glanville in the offseason as its coach and general manager. He said he found out later the league has been struggling to pay a massive debt, including $9 million in workers' compensation costs. The decision to fold the Colonials would leave the UFL with franchises in Omaha, Norfolk, Las Vegas, and Sacramento in 2011. With the NFL lockout over, the Kansas City Chiefs report to camp tomorrow with the first practice on Friday. Right now, the Chiefs are focused on signing all their rookies and free agents from last season and then hitting the field to get everybody back up to speed before the preseason starts in 2 weeks.
The majority of them know what to expect. Of course, the rookies will have an accelerated learning curve, I would think, which is always a pretty good curve to begin with, but I would have to say it'd probably be a little steeper for them.
Adrian Claiborne agreed to a 4-year deal today with Tampa Bay. The former Iowa defensive star becomes the first-round pick to sign under the new rookie wage scale. Claiborne was the 20th pick in this year's NFL draft. No terms of the deal have yet been released. Instant replay could be coming to the College World Series. The NCAA Baseball Rules Committee is proposing that instant replay be used to review certain calls at next year's CWS. The only plays allowed to be reviewed would be home runs or fan interference, and the rule must still be approved by the Playing Rules Oversight Panel. Storm Chasers at the Big Rig taking on Albuquerque. Omaha down 4-1 in the 5th, but the hottest hitter in all of the PCL, Johnny Giovitella, comes through with a triple to right. Chasers score 2 in the inning to cut it to 4-3. Then in the 8th, Clint Robinson breaking out of his slump in a big way. 2-run double to left. Chasers take a 5-4 lead and break a 3-game losing streak 6-4 over the Isotopes. Legion Baseball American Division Championship game, Creighton Prep taking on Papio South. Prep starting off the game with some nice defense. TJ Wood, that's just lovely. In the second, Jays start to play some small ball. The suicide squeeze. Aiden Hook, he's going to score from third and make it 1-0 Junior Jays. And Kyle Kubat on the bump, that's all you really need. He's cruising tonight. 1 run through 6 innings. At last check, Creighton Prep was up 6-1 in the 6th. That'll do it for your look at sports. Back to you.